Okay, so let's talk about the reasons why I wanted to get into technology. I decided to break into the tech industry because from a young age I knew that I really enjoyed computers, and computers in the aspect of like not math, y'all. Like, I do not like doing math. I thought the only math that I was gonna have to use was to basically count my money, not to learn how to make a program or learn how to make a project or learn how to capture and wrangle data. I didn't think that those those skills that I was learning in geometry and statistics and all that stuff was really gonna come back around again. So when I was a young girl, my younger brother and I would like get computer time, right? So my mom would be like, okay, so you can get on the computer for an hour. You got a computer for an hour. I don't care how you break up your hour, you get an hour. And during my hour of time being being on the computer, I would like be on MySpace making profiles. I'll be on Facebook. I wasn't even supposed to be on Facebook, but somebody added your girl. So I was doing that kind of stuff. I'm like troubleshooting the computers. I'm downloading LimeWire, trying to debug computers. And I didn't really understand, like, I had kind of laid all of those skills dormant, like my computer science skills. I just kind of laid them dormant. I taught everybody how to use the computers, and you don't understand that how something in a seed so small can grow so big, because you just thinking like, oh, I'm gonna set it and forget it and I ain't worried about it. But no, I set it and forgot it, and it grew into something. It found its way up, it found its way to bloom. And it's so interesting how the transformation into tech works, right? So like I mentioned, I was into doing computers and all of that good stuff. Well, time speed, I'd probably be about the 2010 era, 2010 2009 era. Instagram started like trying to pop up again, and Facebook started popping up again. And so with those kind of social media platforms popping up, I began to gravitate more to taking the cute pictures and trying to work the algorithm and see how that works. But then I realized that probably so many years on down the line, I realized that I did not like Instagram, I did not like Facebook in the way of like trying to like work the algorithm. I realized that I liked social media, but I like the way social media is made. I want to see how the codes used to basically capture the data. Like, how are they sending you the information that you need to your timelines? Like, how do they pick which video goes where? And it's all a numbers game. And with it all being a numbers game, that there showed me that, girl, just because you ain't do math don't mean that you can't do simple formulas like this plus this equals this to get you this. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say that I liked how it worked, and I wanted to make my own. So one day I applied for a data science boot camp, and I had no idea what I was doing. I just was like, you know what? They ain't gonna call me back, y'all. It was probably like the lady called me and she was like, do you want me to give you a call back? And I was like, call back for what? She was like, for a data science boot camp. And I was like, I didn't apply for that. She was like, yes you did. And I was like, oh, okay, well I guess I can hear you out. What you gotta say? But I forgot that I had even planted that little bug that I even applied. So after we had a conversation, after we had the interview and all that stuff, like, it wasn't really an interview, it was more so like a friendly conversation. After that happened, I mean, it just skyrocketed. So I started getting into tech, you know what I'm saying? Started trying to find my little way, and I realized that data science was the way that I wanted to go. And so with data science being the way that I wanted to go, I'm taking classes. Me and my sister both. We're both taking these classes. Then some life things happened, and I told y'all, like I mentioned in the last video, I quit my job. So with me quitting my job, like I had to kind of slow down on school, on the boot camp, and basically pick up something else, which is why the apprenticeship came in at the right time when it should have. So the apprenticeship came in, it took me like 4 to 6 weeks to do it. So while that was happening, I was basically doing work for that and doing work for the data science boot camp. Granted, this was slipping so bad, y'all. It's slipping now, and I'm still working to try to catch back up since I done now found my place in tech. It's, well, not necessarily found my place, but I got a foot in the door. So now that I'm in the door, I can just kind of go wherever I want to go now. Like the company that I work for has an IT department and all that stuff. So that's kind of the lane that I'm gonna be shooting down later on down the line. But so data science boot camp happened, and then that's when the apprenticeship came around. I got a job in the tech sales, and that's the area that I'm in, and I really enjoy it because I love finding out ways for a product to help somebody else. Sales isn't so just buy now, like the QVC channels. Like I hate that. QVC channels were terrible. I feel like tech sales was the best way for me to go personally because of my personality, like being able to put my flair on these kind of things and be yourself. And tech is not, they're not over managing you, or not that's the word I'm looking for, micromanaging. They're not micromanaging you. It's kind of you finding your own way and doing your own thing, and I really appreciate that. So here are a couple of reasons why I chose tech sales. The first one was there's not so much pressure on closing big deals. Like as a sales direct representative, it's not your job to go in and, now some companies, it depends on who you work for, but in my experience, it's not your job to go in and close these big huge accounts unless you are an account executive. I am a sales direct representative, so SaaS development representative, or however you want to put it. I set them up for the loop-de-loop, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is provide value to different companies through our product, and I get them to communicate and talk to our company about seeing how our product can benefit their company. And a lot of times these people don't understand how much this product would help them. So it's your job as a SaaS development or SDR, whatever you want to put it. It's your job to get them to know, to get them to understand why they need your company. And I think that's a great tool and a great skill to have. And I really love the freeness of tech sales. It's not too much pressure, but it's a lot of pressure. It's easy once you get it done. If you're an organized person, tech sales is for you. I'm very much so organized chaos. So like it's chaotic, but it be organized. It be in this right place. So yeah, that's my number one. It's not that much pressure. And two, you don't have to know too much about technology. When I say that, you don't have to know, you have to know your basic skills, you know, don't be silly. But when it comes to like using these different programs to create stuff, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to apply too much math other than counting your ducats. You don't have to counting whatever your quotas, meeting your quotas. You don't have to do that. You don't have to add that up. You know how to do, like, that's easy. I'm talking about big math numbers, getting many errors, trying to computer program. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I ain't have to do that no more. So I chose tech sales because it was the least amount of math and also the least amount of pressure. So what I'm telling y'all is switching careers and finding the lane that you want to be in is going to be, I knew that I wanted financial freedom. I knew that I wanted spiritual freedom. I knew I wanted emotional freedom. I knew I wanted everything, 7 compounds of wellness, add freedom to all of that, because I felt trapped in a box working for all of these, like working for these companies. I felt trapped. Just is what it is. I felt trapped as fuck. Like, Just simple. So I would say please figure out what you want to do in the tech world. I'm encouraging my people so much to break into the tech. Listen, my people, my black people, my beautiful brown black people of color, y'all, the tech industry is where it's at. Like, the statistics for black and brown Americans in the tech industry, it's so low if I ever seen it myself. And then for women, it's even lower. Oh, it's even lower. Okay, and that's disgusting because black women are the most educated group amongst them all. And so what I'm telling you is, take that education and all 3 of those degrees that y'all got and make it easy for yourself. Break into the tech industry. There are different avenues for you to get in touch with. Okay, so if you like this video and if you want to hear more about a sip of tea and how I got into tech, and just stay tuned. We'll be back with another video going a little bit deeper into my tech journey. Okay, y'all. So I know I've changed my channel probably 70 times, and I say this every video. I'm gonna change it until I figure out my lane, until I figure out what I like most. And right now we on tech. Okay, so y'all rock with your girl. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that your girl T is in the tech band again. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so y'all be blessed and peace out.